Good everyone, on this video today we have a sub request by Flappy for the F2H-2 Banshee. Now, as some of you know, this jet went down in BR, which I don't know whether it deserves it or not, because this is going to be a new one in the sub request thing. I have never flown this aircraft. I think I only did a test flight like a few years ago or something like that. And I never touched it. It's on my to-do list, I can tell you that much, but this is definitely one that is going to be interesting to learn. So, of course, the F2H Banshee is actually one of the first jets I encountered when I was really playing War Thunder in, like, custom battles and stuff, and I thought it looked pretty badass. Like, it does look pretty cool for a jet. Obviously, it's not a top jet, far from it, but this is one of the first jets I encountered. And, as I said, I've never flown it. As you can see here, I don't even have the bomb racks. Like, it's... yeah. What that does mean, though, is we're going to be stuck with default rounds, and, yeah, we need to talk about this thing's guns, because I don't think this is going to go well. So this jet is armed with four 20mm A&M3 cannons, which have 150 rounds each, and have a fire rate of 750 rounds a minute. This is not ideal, to say the least. This is definitely a jet that I think we're going to struggle with. Now, of course, I have played a few jets in my time, like, not many, but I think I know roughly what this thing can do. Like, I've faced it a couple of times, and obviously, it's going to be very different to what I'm normally used to. Like, I've played the 262s, I've played the F80, things like that. I don't know what this thing's going to feel like once we get going, but we will soon find out. Luckily, though, like the F80, this thing does have an air brake, so this should be helpful. But, like I said, I'm kind of going in blind here. I've not played this thing, and, well, let's see how it does, because, like I said to Flappy, you must want me to be suffering, because 7.3 is a pretty good BR for jets, but at the same time, you've got to deal with the consequences of an up tier if you're unlucky. And no, my luck, I will be unlucky. And of course, stock belts, a jet that I've not really touched, is going to be interesting. But let's find that out in the match. I'll see you in a moment. And 10 seconds later, we get our first match on Hurtgen. This is a solid map for a jet, to be honest. Like, I like this map in jets. So, given the guns, I'm going to set it to 500 convergence. Let's have a look at the BR. So, the F-84G is 7.7. So, we're in an 8.0 match. This is going to be interesting. Minimum load 21 minutes. I don't like that straight away. That's for sure. I don't like that at all. This is going to be interesting, but we'll soon find out how this goes. So yeah, I know for a fact the Tu-14T is 8.0, same with that IL-28. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see how it does on the takeoff roll. This guy has the H-Fars loaded, so he has at least some upgrades, but I think I spawned on the runway before him. It's obviously going to take us a little bit to get into the match, but I just want to see how this thing takes off. Okay, I like that landing gear, that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright. Not bad, the acceleration seems okay. Of course, Mr. Afterburner there is gonna leave us in the dust eventually, but I think we should be okay. But we'll find out later. Anyway, it's going to take us a minute or two to not only get up to speed, but also we kind of need to get into position as well. I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, welcome back. We've climbed up a little bit, obviously keeping our speed up as you should, and we found ourselves a Messerschmitt 262. Who is the A1U1. I don't remember how that thing handles. Like I said, I don't really play all that much jets because it takes the piss to speed these things. So straight away, the turn rate of this thing feels god-awful. Like, it's probably because it's stock, but this thing feels god-awful in the turn. Like, if a 262 is almost reversing my ass, like, come on. There's a problem, let's put it that way. Let's see if we can get some guns on him. Roll rate, though, feels very good, I must say. Dropping behind him. Got a hit, but of course, A&M3s. There we go. Bagged ourselves our first kill on the Banshee, which, I must admit, this thing has a pretty cool name. But as you can tell by my team, because USA teams, they're not doing great. Now we've got an SK-60 on our butt. We are faster than that thing, but he has a dive, and I'm stock. So I'm going to try and keep my speed up. I'm not going to outrun the F-84, I know that for a fact. This thing doesn't feel F-84 fast. Tried to go for a naughty shot there, couldn't quite get it. The SK-60's on our butt now. We should be able to outrun that thing, but he's running stealth belts, it seems. And if those 30 mils connect, we're fucked. There's no polite way of putting it. And now we've got the entire team on my arse. Don't want to overstress the airframe, but given the circumstances, that was bound to happen. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be fun. When your entire team dies that quickly, in that short space of a time, yeah. I don't think this is going to go well, but I will see you all in match number 2. And welcome to the second match. As you can probably tell, that first match did not go well. And I've already learned a thing or two about this plane, and I don't like it, that's for sure. But, you know, you've got to learn these things about jets sometimes. Like, when I saw the request come through for an F2H-2, I was like, okay, it's a jet that's pretty, like, it looks cool, but it's probably not going to be the best. And, like, I like the speed about it, like, it's got good thrust, I must say, but the problem is that it's just... It's USA teams, there's no sugarcoating it, really. Okay, what BR is this? F-84F, that's 8-0, I think. Let me check. Oh god, this guy's played a lot. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through like this. So we're looking for the F-84F. It's 8-3, so we're max up tier. Wonderful. I couldn't remember that thing's BR, but it's fine. This is gonna be rough. And if it's as rough as that last one, I mean, this guy's barely not taking off. Just let your airspeed get higher, dude. Like I said, some of the characteristics of this thing feel actually pretty good, but like I say, it's stuck on USA teams. That's its main problem. And that affects quite a lot of jets. I mean, even the Su-11 can't carry against 8 or 9 enemy jets, and even a prop, as we saw that Spitfire. But, you know, that's just how it is, really. Well, as you know, it's going to take a minute because it's Sinai and this map is massive. I'll see you in a moment. Well, welcome back. We've managed to find ourselves a couple targets. I'm going to dive on this F-84 whilst my teammate deals with the 262 that just killed a teammate. Is that the Mach sound barrier? I was going to say. I thought it was. I just heard it and I was like, that's got to be the Yak-38 bot or something.
The victory is near.
There we go. Beautiful. Of course, 2 dickheads try and steal the make that 3. Try and steal the kill. Sheesh, guys. I already have it hard enough. And let alone, why is there a freaking Tiger Cat here? A29, that's a Swedish jet. He's probably got better guns than me, though. But to be fair, his are based off Hispanos, so... I wouldn't count on it. Oh, Jesus! God, people just do anything for kills these days, don't they? Full commit head-on. Freaking about nearly smack into an A29. Like, come on. Okay, Javelin. That thing's got missiles. I don't really want to mess with that if I can avoid it. I mean, it's a bit of a brick, but I think it's less of a brick than this, because this thing doesn't turn very well. MD450, I remember spading that. I enjoyed it. Quite a lot, actually. Is he diving on me, or is he diving on... He's diving on me. It's an Arugan. It's basically a Barugan, but it doesn't have as much ordnance options. And nearly getting shot by the other Arugan because my teammate is not doing anything. Now, he has an air brake as well, but that's okay. There you go. SU-11's putting in some work. That's good. Javelin, L234, 262. Like I said, the roll rate of this thing is actually pretty strong. Like, it's got good characteristics. It's just stuck on USA teams. The only reason why we're running this is because of the Russians. But, you know, that's just typical for USA teams. They have to be carried somehow, don't they? Okay, I don't really want to go near those convoys because they have Sergeant Yorks, and they're dangerous, to put it simply. Meteor coming in from above. I don't really want to mess with a meteor in a dogfight. That was an AI, that caught me off guard there. Your guns are worse than mine, buddy. Jesus. Nearly getting rammed by that Banshee then. Like, come on, team. He's got 30 mil. I don't want to take a head on with that. And, well, he outruns me as well. Because that thing also has afterburners. If memory serves me correctly. Yeah, just take a head on with quad 30 mil. That's really going to work out in your favour, innit? Fuck's sake. Even though we've got the Russians on our team, we're still losing this. Sheesh almighty. We should have the thrust to be able to pitch up here, even stock. My god-awful aim is not helping matters, but to be fair, I'm getting used to it. Watching that meteor, because that meteor is very dangerous in the right hands. It's a Mark III, I can outrun that, that's fine. I'm not going to turn fight it. Well, I say outrun it. It depends. It depends on if he's spaded or not. I'm gonna fire a short burst, see if I can get him to maneuver. Oh shit! Nope. Fat finger the keyboard there. I think we're not gonna pull up. Yep. I thought not. This thing just doesn't handle that well, I'm afraid. And well, when you've got teammates who don't call out targets for you, it's also known as teamwork. That's just what happens. Unfortunately, whilst this thing does have good characteristics, it's just not... like, it's stuck on USA teams. I mean, we had the advantage there, but then they just kept taking head-ons with shit they shouldn't. Not calling out targets, and then people get swarmed. Like, it's just a bad combination. Of course, it's not all the plane's fault, because like I say, the thrust is pretty good, but, like, it's not bad at all. Like, I don't think this is a bad jet, like, from what I've played and experienced and all that. But I just think, you know, it's not ideal for at the minute, because the thing is if you're going to have a team like that, you need something with a bit better turn and a bit better, more consistent guns for a start. And this just isn't the plane for that. And, well, I think I can give this a chance if this ever comes to fruition in terms of, like, USA teams actually get good, but the day that will come will probably be quite a long time away. But I must admit, I did enjoy some of the characteristics of this jet. Obviously, the roll rate, the engine power is really good, and the overall thrust and, of course, the air brake is pretty useful. But until this thing stops having crap teams, I think this thing's going to stay parked. But anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it for today. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the Banshee in action and also teams being crap, but that's normal. And I will see you all on the next one.